Hello YouTube, it's Tammy Pie, and I have a very special unboxing. I'm going to try not to slice open my hand because it's been one of those weeks. Actually, considering the week was, in the end, quite successful. So, I got no call to grumble. Do I even have any light? I don't know if I do. Okay. So, I'm going to take the one on the left. And the one on the right is for trading. And this is the Spirit Keepers Revelation second printing. So I'll be back to finish this up, but surprise. Okay, I'm back. So we have this is the deck I'm going to keep. The second deck I will use to trade. And all the decks come wrapped individually. They have all, they've all come with a certificate of authenticity. Let me just quickly show you. Because this is kind of cool. There's for SKT 1, SKT 2, VETRUVIAN, SKT 3, Revelation, and then here is SKT 3.2 or 4, either way. They all came with these little add-ins. I'm not going to dig those out of the boxes, but there you have it. And let's open up the box. This is what we're all here for, right? What's in the box? What's in the box? All right. So, just for the sake of comparison, here is the box for the first edition of Revelation. And this box appears to me, even though the light is terrible today, to be a little on the greener side. So this one's warmer. Just throwing my trash on the floor. Let's open her up. We have the Sacre Ode and the little white book. The little white book has had an upgrade. It's really cute. I usually keep these in the box. Sometimes I keep them in my little Moonlit Fae bags. And here's the deck. The bottom's a little different. Huh. That's pretty cool. Looks like Sanskrit maybe. All right, so I'm just going to set that up with my other little boxes. I might retake this picture. All right, so here we go. And I love the smell of the little oils and stuff that come with the Spirit Keepers. Okay, so we have the three fools, the initiate, the seeker, and the keeper. And I am going to tell you already, I can see the difference. Already. I know this deck very well, and I can see... Oh, shoot. I put these together the wrong way. All right. I'm going to pause, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm back. I've rearranged these cards again for the second time because I had them all in their various Moonlit Fae bags, and I use them all, so they were all mixed up. So I put them all in order, but not the order that they come in. I forgot they come in number order rather than suit order. So here we have the original Spirit Keepers. This is the Spirit Keepers Vitruvian, the Spirit Keepers Revelation, and Revelation second printing. Okay, so I'm going to start with the majors. Of course, I'm just doing this the way they are in the box. Here's the back. The initiate, with the little fox, and the path that leads over this little void. I have to move some more of my rocks. Okay. The backs are slightly different. Not super different, but definitely a change. Okay, then we've got the seeker with the rose and the outstretched hands. These are like helper hands, and I'm not sure why she ended up getting rid of that. I guess maybe it was just a design thing. But here, instead of we've got the hallway appears. Okay, and then this is just deeper color. Oh, the helping hands are back. Oh, I see. They were there all the time. The hands are just smaller. Okay. Then we have the keeper. And this was originally, I believe, from a photo of one of Benebell's grandmothers. And then this one, I always loved the Vitruvian one because of this thing here. I think she really did the hand nicely. And then here we have the two revelations. And you can see the design on the dress is a bit clearer. The deeper colors, it does make a difference. On the Magus, the new one really looks bright and colorful. Hang on just a second. Okay. So here we got the Magus. And we have salt and sulfur. There's Vitruvian, where the snake is looking. This is all just one color, but it makes the snake look a little pink. And then these two, you really see with the brighter colors, the symbols stand out a little better. And you can see that small, I don't know if you can see better in my camera. The colors that she used to color these in are actually patterns. So the brighter coloration, you can see the patterns better. Here we have the priestess. The Priestess has gone through some pretty serious changes. There's the early one. The Vitruvian, which is pretty much the same but different color. And then here we have our Revelation. And again, I think the symbols stand out a little better and the patterns are a little better. You can really see this scarab god on her head, and the chess piece, the pillars stand out more with the brighter color. Oh yeah, I'm not holding these very well. Okay, try to do better. Here's the Empress. The Empress has gone through a little bit of change. And Vitruvian, she's not a whole lot different. But Revelation, she wakes up. I'm going to say the same thing. The patterns in the cloth stand out better. And these symbols are just easier to pick out. I never had a problem with the first edition of Revelation, but wow. Okay, so here we have the Emperor, which was changed in Vitruvian. I actually kind of like the first one. And then she really did a beautiful job on the Emperor with Revelation. I love this. I think this is maybe King David, I want to say, or Solomon, one or the other. It's been a while since I read the book. But yeah, beautiful. Really stands out. Okay, here's the Holy See. And there's a lot going on here. We got the bull for Taurus and the Pope's blessed Dearly Bob. And then here it's turned into the kind of a Buddha looking guy. Look at these elephants. You can see our little supplicants at the bottom, the roses and the lilies. Very nice. All right, so here we have the Lovers. In the first edition, it was just black in the background. You see the tree of knowledge and the tree of life, the dragon and the phoenix. And then here in Vitruvian, she added in the background the Garden of Eden. The cup is lightened up. And then again, the new edition, I don't know, the texture is pretty good here where the apple is. But the colors are definitely brighter. Okay, here we have the Chariot. Not a huge difference there, just a little color shift. Same here. You can really see the Ouroboros in the background here. Or, I'm sorry, what do they call that? When the sky is all different colors? Anyway, this is the what took over my brain. Strength. or as we call it in Spirit Keepers, the Force. This one went through some changes. So in the first edition, we have the corn and the staff. In VETRUVIAN, she had gone on a trip to Europe, I believe, and saw this statue. So that was added in the sketch of a statue. Somewhere in Italy, I want to say, but it might have been somewhere else. And then it grows up in Revelation to become this gorgeous piece of artwork. And you really see the color of the metal here and the etchings on the staff. That came out just beautiful. Loving it. I feel like this latest edition has really woken up everything she was trying to do in the first place. Really nice. You can see all the little bits and pieces. So the Chancellor has not changed much at all. Interesting. Angel of Justice. The Hangman. Also, I think just about the only real difference is in the Revelation editions, you have this writing in the sky. The new edition of color is really lovely. Yep, I like it. The Reaper, not a whole lot of change. Look at that scorpion though. The newest edition is deep green. You can see the crown lying here, even the feathers. And you can see in the back here. That's cool. The angel in the first two editions, a little softer. And then we got that hermaphrodite, part man, part woman. Look at that. The water, you can really see the colors. Very cool. Okay, the demon in the first two, very similar. And here's your dragon and phoenix, chained up. And then she upgraded this demon face. This red really stands out now. Love it. Okay, the tower. There's the snake. And the sky is very different. The healer. And the first two editions are quite similar. And then we have Kuan Yin. That's really beautiful. Okay. necromancer in the first two. You can see the sea parting. And this is super cool. These hieroglyphs on the side are clearer. In the moon, the scarab is much brighter. Okay, the warrior, master of the mystic light. Not much change. Here, between Vitruvian and Revelation, she's taken away some of the stuff and just made her armor less busy, I guess. Boy, you can really see in the rose here. Her hair is brighter. Fire in the back. Nice. Very nice. The apocalypse hasn't changed much between first edition and Vitruvian. But here, colors are brighter. You can see the tower better. This one went through a lot of changes. So first we have a dancer and a starfish. Then we have the pelican feeding her chicks with blood. Here's our pelican again. And you can see back here the sky is brighter. This, I never noticed there were stars there before. Interesting. So the change in color has brought about some definite bits and pieces that we didn't see before. So in the sacred fire, we used to have some symbols here, and she changed it to have patterns instead. And then this sunburst here really shows a lot better. The sea looks almost the same. The mountain ranges are showing a little better. The bush in the back, a little better. Okay, the holy water. Again, in the earlier editions, we have a lot of glyphs, a lot of stuff going on. And then in the later ones, she simplified the artwork. And this is really lovely, how the lotuses are brightened up. Nice. Okay, sacred cinnabar. Now in the earlier editions, she was talking about spices here. And it was changed in these ones to the sacred word. Bread of life. This is hieroglyphs, different languages. And I think the six-pointed star here is much brighter. This looks more marbly. All right, we're up to the twos. We're gonna make it. This is gonna be a long one, people. Okay, the discerning one. there's little change but for color in the first two. And then in the third edition, we get the water is colored in. This symbol is made smaller so we can kind of see it. And then we have the addition of the warrior in the background. And here you can see him a little better. Okay, the joined one. Very similar in the first two. And then, well, let me just give you this for a second. A few changes. The cups, she made these moons bigger. The snakes were changed a little bit. The rays were taken out. And then this is all just brighter. But man, look at that ladybug jumping out at you. Really cool. Okay, the blind seer. Little change. But here we can see in Revelation she added some symbology in a triangle instead of circle. We've got this tower, the hawk here, or the falcon. And you can really see on top of this, this grave marker here is what I believe it is. Could be something else, but I don't know. Okay, so, and then we have, in the first two editions, Two of Orbs was the Nocturne. And it turns into the Tension. So, similar but different, right? So here we got two wheels kind of working with each other, and here we have more of that kind of balance. Okay, 3, the politic. Again, you can really see the carvings on the wands pop out. Here we have the Kindred, the 3 of Chalices. Very similar. And it grows up in Revelation. You got that nice witch's protection there. The pelican is replaced with runes. Oops. And here you can see it even better. And then we have the bereaved. This, I believe this is Isis. And she grows up. Oh, I was so excited to see this one. I love this card. This was the last card she did in the original edition. I always like the addition of these little kind of, looks like carved in symbols in the cave. But this is the blue palace. This is just so pretty. The floor is darker so you can see the pattern in the floor better and the writing. Ah, I love this card. So pretty. Okay. The Demiurge. Uh-oh. What do we do here? Hang on just a second. Okay, we're straight again. So I forgot that we go ace through 4, and then we get to the court cards. And we start with the archangels, which would be the kings. So we have the Archangel of Glory, which is the King of Wands. And they're easy to spot because these wands are all kind of shaped similarly. Got a magic square in there. Not much change from 1 to 2. And from Vitruvian to Revelation, we just have more detail, more color. She changed the trumpet to a lyre. Okay, and then the Archangel of Healing, which would be the cups. And these archangels are drawn to be androgynous, but some of them are more yin and some are more yang. So the cups is a more gentle one. And again, you end up with more detail. I love this Inuit outfit here. And then, of course, the new one is brighter. And what is this called? It's not, it's, why can you not think when you're filming? I do not know. All right. And then Archangel Commander is the Swords King. And this is, what are the medieval Catholic Knights? I forget what they're called, but this new edition, he's really brightened up. And again, the patterns in the material are very much more visible. In the gold here, really nice. Okay, and finally, Archangel of Mysteries. So that's the Hermit's Lamp, Medusa. All right. And then here, I have some South American stuff. Wow, this is just beautiful. I am so glad I made the investment. Oh my God. Really pretty. Okay, so we're up to the shields. The shields are the queens. So this would be the Queen of Wands, the golden shield. And the golden shield grows up to be more guardy, more... And I forget where this is situated, but it's a real place. Really nice. You can see the green and orange here. And the eclipse. Super cool. Okay. The ivory shield. In the earlier editions, we have the shield with all the little writing in it. And then Revelation kind of switches it up a little bit. We've got chamomile here because she is calm, gentle. The sky is beautiful. Okay, the Scarlet Shield. I've always liked this guy. I love his look how cool that shield looks. Love it. Love. ebony shield. This would be our Queen of Pentacles. Power and authority of Earth. I really like all this little, she's holding out an apple, but as it grows up, it changes a little, right? And we have this building in the background. It's the same character, she's just larger. Let's see what we got in the new edition. Oh, this is cool. You can see the design of her hair better. You can see the stuff in the building a little better. This is a crescent moon. This is really beautiful right here. Her dress and the shield in front of it. It's more dimensional, I think. And then we have the Shining Flame. And the Shining went through a little change here. This was originally like a badge or an emblem. But she wanted to make the horses more central because they're knights, right? And then it grew up to be a guy. And we got our fire creatures here, and the emblem is back, but colored. This looks really good. Oops, sorry. Can really see the detail in the feathers, the detail in this building back here, the detail in the fire creature. Okay, we're up to the Shining Dew. Again, it's a knight. So we went from just the face of the horse and the badge to the horse. And then as it grows up, the badge is back. You see and the new edition. Wow, yeah, really nice. I think the Venice maybe in the background. Look at these little, I forget what they're called, the mermaid horses. Okay, Shining Winds, which would be the Knight of Swords. Here's your badge. Here's your horse. And then in Revelation, oh yeah, you can really see her. Each one of the knights has a companion, and this is this knight's companion. You can see the writing on the sword better. You can see the horse's armor better. It's just, the new coloration is really good. I really like it. All right, so Shining Quarry. This would be the Knight of Pentacles. Took away the badge, added in the scarab. And then here's Revelation. And you can really see this palace better. And there's our gnome, because it's earth, right? This guy actually looks more mobile. The horse looks darker. Okay, so we're down to the strongholds. The strongholds grew up to be the heralds, but these are the pages. And little switch here, little change. With this. I love when they turn into the heralds that they have these scrolls at their feet. But look at that. Look at the beads and the hairpiece. Oh, this is delicious. Love it. Okay, so Page of Cups, or Stronghold of the Grail, Herald of the Purifying. Little bit of change. Again, she made the creature larger. And here we go. Herald of the Waters. Inspire the Prodigy. Very nice. Okay. Where are we at? Ooh, 38 minutes, girls. Dang. Okay. Herald of the Zephyrs, or Page of Swords. And our little owl is now all grown up to be a big flying owl. And I love this one. So like the rest, we have better visuals. The patterns in all the clothing are really beautiful. There's patterns on the steps here. There's patterns in here, patterns in here, patterns behind. It's just beautiful. Stronghold of the Veil, which would be Page of Pentacles. The wolf is a little bigger. I also love this one. I love what she did with the nebula out here. This looks more like a stone pentacle with fog around it. And the patterning in the clothing is just really beautiful. All right, and we're back. Okay, so fours. Fours is where we start up again with the minors. And Four of Wands is, or Four of Scepters, is the Demiurge. You can really see the grass much better. And that there is a pattern in the sky. And the little bits of the building stand out clearer. The Hollow Void. It's Four of Chalices. And kept the little scorpion in the tree. I don't know if you've ever experienced scorpions in a tree. I have. There's a little hand. The cup. Let's see. Does she? These cups are actually fancier than in the earlier editions. That's interesting. You see the arms. And the arms have tattoos now. Huh. Cool. Look at the pattern in the tree here. That is wild. Okay. Convalescent. Four of Swords. And there's our Angel of Healing there from Temperance. Oh, wow. This really made a difference because you can see the pattern on the vase better. The patterns in the wall, in the tomb. The knight looks more metallic. And this is one of my favorite cards. 3 and 4 of Pentacles. I really enjoy in the older version that this guy is just in space. He's holding his stuff in the middle of nowhere. But the revelation is just beautiful. This I think this is in the Winter Palace in Russia. this church. All right, contender, 5 of scepters. Not much change. I've always liked that you can't tell who's fighting and who's helping here. So it's kind of, could be working together, could be not working together so well. There we go. The guy facing away is more visible. The palazzo is easier to see. Okay, the grotesque. Oh, yeah. You can see the goddess here much clearer. The, is this a pheasant? I'm not sure. I don't remember. The little liquid coming out of the cups, different colors. And here we have the Hector. And Hector was the brother in the Trojan War who he didn't have to fight, but he did. And it ended up being miserable. So here she added in, this is, well, if you watch the movie, the Troy, I think, you'll know who these fighters are. And this, I think, is Athena, because it was all about a bunch of goddesses who were pissed off because they wanted to win a beauty competition. For heaven's sake. Here's the Vagabond, or the 5 of Pentacles, which grows up to be in this fabulous palace. And these, again, the patterns are much clearer. The pattern in his robe. Even in the sky, you can see the stars now. These pentacles all look stronger now, more solid. The Champion, this has always been one of my favorites. And this is, we happen to be in this decan right now. 6 of Scepters, or 6 of Wands. And she grew up to have all this other cool stuff. Look at her hair in her seat. Okay. The Memory Keeper, or the 6 of Cups. Here is the baby dragon and phoenix. Grew up to be in this village here. You see the cups. And the cups are plainer here and more fancy here. Again, you can see things clearer. You can see the words in the chalices. You can see the these totem poles clearer, and the red in this guy's cape stands out better. Here is the Ferryman in the first 2 editions, 6 of Swords. Turns into the Quester. And here you can see the star better. The moon is more solid. The pattern on her dress, the pattern in the boat. the giver. And then she adds this whole thing going on behind, which that is amazing how she managed to get all this stuff in here. So then we have the dark horse. And I like how she kind of did this. And you might think Marseille, but what I think of is Thoth. Because in the Thoth, the wand suit is pretty pippy. But again, the newer edition, you can see the spirit in the clouds is much brighter. The clouds themselves, the patterning in the wands, the little bits on the ninja are really standing out. Oh, this looks cool. Okay, the corruptor. And first we just had this little pattern behind. And then she actually put like a little pathway here. And then that turned into this. And you can see the difference very clearly in this one because all these cups stand out. You can see this is a lighthouse. You can see the moon and the space between the galaxy. The rogue, I've always liked this one too. This has a really cool myth connected to it. And there he is. About to cut her hair. No! But look, you see Kitsune behind here. And the hair is really bright and beautiful in the new edition. I like it very much. Huh. Yeah. Okay, the gardener. This is going to be an hour. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. All right, gardener, first and second. Ooh, this one looks much more colorful. I don't know. These are greener, but this little guy here doesn't show as much, this bird that's in the tree. And her hair pieces are much brighter. Her jewelry is brighter. You can see that there's a garden behind her. Really nice. Here's the sharpshooter. And the Eight of Wands. And there is, what's its name? That took Medusa's head. Yeah, I need to get my Greek on. Next. The defector. This is an interesting card. You can see the mermaid scales better and the pattern in the moon, the stuff in the sky. Beautiful. Here is the captor. Without the color, I think it actually looks a little busier, but and here we have the eclipse, the red sun. Journeyman, or the Eight of Pentacles. And she grows up. And this one is really, I think where there's yellow, it's very bright. And the green is deeper. And again, the orbs just look better. The skies, the patterns in the dresses. I mean, I know I keep saying it over and over, but there it is. The Malaise, Nine of Scepters. Turned into the Pugilist here. And there's the moon with the scarab in it, in the majors. And then here is Nine of Cups, wish granted. We've got a triple goddess. All the I Ching trigrams are still on there. They're just more built into the design of the cup. The headdresses stand out better. The jewelry on the costumes stand out better. Cool. Here's the haunt. In the first two editions, the haunt, this guy here, but it grows up to be, here's the guy, but this is Hecate leading you down the hallway. Oh yeah. In this card, you can definitely see a lot more of these beautiful carvings in the cave. Look at this down here. Stunning. Okay. And here we have the Eminence. Nine of Pentacles. And she grows up. Yeah, again, the pentacles are just way more visible in the new one. The skies, the patterns, the colors are just much prettier. Here's the burdened one. We're down to the tens, people. Down to the tens. The burdened one grows up to be... There's a lot more happening here. Again, we see the hands at the top, the hands at the bottom. Are we helping or are we adding to the problem? Here we have Atlas holding up the universe. And you can just see it better. Here we have the joyous one. From the castle here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's great. And here she actually changed this. So the sky is different. That's interesting. Here we have the Destroyer. This is my birth card, Ten of Swords. She grows up. Wow. I mean, the color difference is really apparent. I never even noticed the design in the side of the drums. Wow. Okay, and finally the Dynasty. He grows up. Yeah, really nice. Okay, people, that's an hour of SKT for you. What else would you like to see? Here is the Moonlit Fae bags. This is the Revelation one with the green inside. This is the Vitruvian one with the Sapre Oud. And this is the first edition. That's it. An hour is enough of me for you. And thank you for coming.